Hi there, 221ers. So welcome to week 5 already. So week 5, we've got some changes and some big things in week 5. So please be careful. So let's go over our material that we need to go over for this week. And honestly, it's an easy one. It's stacks, queues, and there are other data structures that we go over that could be useful for some of your projects that are coming up. And remember that one question at the very, very end of the course. It's like 30-40% of your exam. So I would highly suggest that you go through these, but they're not super hard. So that's good news. And also, I know you're used to the C++ STLs. They're very similar to one another, and getting them set up is not all that hard either. So that really helps out. So not a very cognitive big load on this one. So let's find them. So they're going to be under stacks and queues. And then there are 2 parts of it. Now, not just the video-wise. By the way, I think the first video is only like 9 minutes. And then the other one's a little longer. These aren't very long. But the notes, they are 2 different sections or 2 different parts this time. So it's not a typo or anything else like that. I go over 2 different sets of notes. So I'm going over quite a few data structures that are going to be helpful in the applications that you're building later on as well. So that is where those items are. Let's go back to the schedule real quick. Your lab will be on measuring time, so I will see all of you, thankfully, on Monday morning. For Thursday morning, let's put it that way, Monday morning. It's been a Monday. But here's the big ones. 2 of them. Really, the biggest one is project number 1. That is due on Wednesday. Now, be careful. In the syllabus, it should say 9 o'clock, not midnight. So be careful that you get it in at 9 o'clock CST, and then you're given 3 days for late. The whole entire 3 days. So if you turn it in any time on Thursday, you get 10% off. 18th, 20% off. 19th, 30% off. And then after that, you just get flat out a 0. Make sure that your project 1 runs on not just your own IDE, but it runs on our compute server. Make sure you have a make file that works with it and that we can easily test things out. Because if you don't give us a make file, there's an automatic deduction on top of whatever we happen to find. Please don't do that. It only takes you 5-10 extra minutes. Please make sure that you're ahead on this. I always get an email, hey, Lupoli, the server went. That's tough. You all know when this is going to be due. Do not wait to the last second. We all have things that happen. Don't let it happen. Do it earlier. Get it done. Get it over with and move on. Your project 2 will come out on Wednesday. I'm literally talking with the TA about it here in a few minutes. So heads up on that as well. The other part is that this is the first week that you have homework. Now, the homework honestly should take you about an hour. That's it. This is just trying to get your mind wrapped around things more than anything else. So definitely wait for that after you've completed your project. Now that's due Saturday night, so be careful. I'm hoping none of you are going to be that Saturday night where you turn in both your project and your homework. That won't be fun. Let's put it that way. So worry about the homework after you've taken care of the project. Again, it shouldn't take you more than an hour. That's what I'm hoping for. That's including doing the work and including watching the very small videos. I bet it's like 20 minutes, something like that. So wait till afterward. Almost forgot to add, where do you find the homeworks? Well, because we haven't done it yet. Go over to homeworks, and there it is. So the homework's going to be broken down to 2 parts. Playlist first, which is usually pretty short, hopefully around 20 minutes. And then the version, you have 3 different versions. You don't need to do all 3 versions. Read it carefully. You pick one. Well, I shouldn't say you pick one, but it's based on your last letter of your last name, and you select that version. So if your last name ends in an M, you're going to do version A. If your last name ends in a V, you do version A. So that's how that's going to work out. So that's it for the homework, and we'll move on to the rest here. Let's see what else we got here. Grading-wise, Project 0, the grade's coming out later on today. The fault is mine. The grader was trying to be super helpful. Didn't work out that way, and then we're frankly having a tough time getting the actual data and stuff back to me, of all things. Google Drive is blocking because some of you had viruses in your stuff. So I'm trying to get the grades to you today. Hopefully we'll get that done today, but the fault's mine. Normally it doesn't take this long to get you back a project grade, so it's really bothers the crap out of me, but we'll leave it at that. Other than that, lab grades should be all caught up. We should be good with that. Yeah, we should be in pretty good shape. Notice it's lurking, but we have a midterm coming up. So it's coming. Let's just put it that way, but just keep that in the back of your mind. Let's see, what else? The office hours have slightly changed. I told you about that. That's only for today. That should be good and said and done. There's really nothing else going on personally, so that's a good news, thank God. Yeah, so I'll leave it at that. Let me know if you have any questions. Everything's been great on Piazza. We've had the TA really respond really well with all that, and myself if needed. We'll go from there, but everything seems to be in good shape. So let me know if it's not, and we'll go from there. Thank you very much, and have a good week. I'll see you on Thursday.